A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. Here's some daylight. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Throwing, Carr. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Mobley. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Mosley. Caught, and he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Trojans want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out wide right, it's Mosley. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready. Booster, booster.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under pressure. And it's a sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Look out! Out wide left, it's Jordan. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
The run inside. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the counter play. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the run, it's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Left side, it's Mobley. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. 4th down, Carr gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air, it's Mayava. Right side, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Sells to run, looking to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Jordan. Knocked down immediately.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Jordan. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Making the adjustment. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Draw play, it's Mobley. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Snap it to the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Carr to throw. Caught. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second and long here. Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him downfield. Wide open space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Back open in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Sets his feet. It's Maiava. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays, and that's exactly what USC does year after year.
Makes a catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Hey, take it. 22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain. Check. Where did he go?
Wants to throw again. Swings it out to the flat. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On the move. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Right side, it's Bowman. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Finds us back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, Carr. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. C.J. Carr firing again. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Misses badly on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. They're all over him. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Long way to go on second down.
Blue 22, blue 22, go, go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Anderson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call
Makes the grab in their space. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moves the pocket. It's Maiava. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Got to make the play on 4th. Release to the back. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Wants to throw on 1st. Rushes on. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
2nd and long here. Looking to pass. It's Maiava. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lets it fly. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. effective. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Play fake, Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here's Carr to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Notre Dame right back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Rush right in his face. And here's the third interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Carr got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Carr from the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drops back. It's Maiava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Sweep. Ready, go.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Mobley.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Ready. Go, go.
Throwing, Carr. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Ready. Red to the 4, red to the 4. Go, go.
From the gun, it's Mobley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.